I'm the director of the STEM initiative here on our campus called Project Ascension. And you are all part of our project. And the intent of our project is to assist our students in being successful students throughout their time with us over the next 2 to 3 years, so that when you're done with us, either you get a job or you go on to a university and you're a productive human being in our society. That's as simple as it gets, and that's what we're trying to do the best we can. We have a lot of programs, we have a lot of projects that you'll hear about over the next 3 to 4 days. Rhonda back there, I'm going to let her kind of walk you through that. My intention today is to introduce you to our Oxnard College president, who is the leader, creates the vision for us on this campus, and he's going to say a couple words. His name is Dr. Jim Lumbaugh. Dr. Lumbaugh?
Thank you, Dr. Herrera. I have 2 sons. My oldest son was always fascinated with science. He would be the one that on the beach he would pick up the shells and figure out how they came to be what they are. He is the one that was a veterinarian's assistant in high school, and his favorite thing was surgery, to see how the body of the various animals worked.
Hello, my name is Gabby, and I'm a STEM mentor for the pilot program and for the following coming year. And I will be translating everything you're listening today.
You want to catch up?
Yes.
Okay. I have a son who loves science.
Él dice que tiene un hijo que le encanta las ciencias.
My second son is the builder in the family. From the time he was a tiny boy, we could not buy him enough building sets.
Y a su segundo hijo le encanta construir cosas. Desde que estaba pequeño, nunca terminaban de comprarle bloques para construir cosas, para construir pequeños edificios y bloques. Eso era lo que más le gustaba de pequeño.
I tell you these stories because there's a particular relevance to what you all are about to do today. They both joined STEM-based learning communities when they went to college.
Y él les está compartiendo esta historia porque tiene mucho que ver con todos nosotros aquí ahora, porque sus 2 hijos, cuando empezaron a estudiar, también fueron parte de programas que tenían fundaciones de STEM, que son ciencias, matemáticas e ingeniería.
And in those programs, they were able to fully explore their own interests, their own capacities as an individual. They were able to really investigate what they wanted to be and where they wanted to go in their lives.
Y en estos programas, sus hijos tuvieron la oportunidad de aprender más de ellos mismos, de aprender de sus capacidades y potenciales, y realmente encontrar eso que a ellos les gustaba hacer, y en estos programas les enseñaron a investigar toda la información necesaria para ellos llegar a donde querían estar en sus carreras.
As a result of that experience, my oldest son is now a doctor. My youngest son is an engineer, quite literally building battleships over in the Atlantic seaboard in Newport News. And they could not have gotten to those careers without first exploring their potential in a STEM learning community.
Y ahora como resultado, uno de sus hijos es un doctor y el otro es ingeniero. Y él piensa de que ellos no hubieran llegado a ser un doctor y un ingeniero sin estos programas, porque en estos programas dan las fundaciones necesarias para llegar a ese potencial que ellos tenían, y también dan las armas necesarias para llegar a esas carreras y alcanzar, para hacer ese potencial en ese sueño, eso que ellos pueden hacer, que saben hacer.
I tell you these stories not to brag about my boys, although I am very proud of them, but more importantly to tell you that they're an example of what you can do in an environment that is supportive, that is nurturing, that understands the potential of every individual student. And that is what you're going to find here during your time at Oxnard College.
Y él cuenta estas historias no solo para hablar de sus hijos y de todo lo que han logrado, pero también para recordar de que gracias a estos programas sus hijos son ahora doctores e ingenieros, Y eso es lo que ese tipo de ambiente puede lograr, porque son ambientes que nutren, que enseñan y que dan fuerzas para llegar a hacer estas habilidades más fuertes y llegar a su potencial en estas áreas.
So here's my charge to you for the time that you're with us at Oxnard. Take advantage of every opportunity you have, presented not only under Dr. Herrera's fine leadership, but from the faculty and staff who want to help you, from the staff at the various service offices who want to help assist you to get into your classes and handling your financial aid.
Entonces él les aconseja de que tomen todas las oportunidades que hay en este colegio, todas las cosas que pueden usar para su beneficio, tomen las ayuda financiera, toda la información que hay, que es ofrecida en este programa y en general en esta institución. Tomen esa información porque es productiva y es benefactoria. Hagan preguntas y visiten la institución lo más que puedan y van a hacer mucho provecho de todo lo que esta institución tiene que ofrecer y también nuestros programas.
Most importantly, I'm asking you to challenge yourselves. College is tough. College can be scary, college can be overwhelming, but it can also be extraordinarily invigorating. You can learn things about yourself you never thought possible. And the most important thing you can do is come out of college a different person than the person you were.
Y lo más importante que él les pide a todos aquí ahora es de que se pongan un reto, porque la universidad sí es difícil y a veces hay muchas cosas que no son comprensibles al principio, hay muchas cosas que se salen de control en muchos momentos, pero eso no tiene que ser el límite. Entonces pónganse un reto como padres, como hijos y mirar la universidad como un reto que tienen que alcanzar y que tienen que lograr, porque la universidad no solamente te educa, pero también te transforma como un individuo, sales como una persona diferente, entras como una persona que empieza a crecer y cuando terminas eres una persona diferente que tiene mucho que ofrecer al mundo.
So in closing, I'm going to leave you with one piece of advice that I have given the students during the 20 plus years that I served as an academic advisor. When it gets tough, always remember what you want it to be. And that will help get you on track, because trust me, I tried to walk out of statistics class, my wife looked at me and said, remember what you want it to be, and I went on and finished my doctorate, okay? There are turning points the whole way. Always remember what you want it to be, and more importantly, remember that you have picked the best school in California to come and explore your own potential. With that, thank you all so much for participating. Thank you all for choosing Oxnard. Most importantly, thank us for the privilege. I'd like to thank you for the privilege of working.
Y para cerrar, la última cosa que les quiere dar como consejo es de que cuando las cosas se pongan difíciles, que recuerden qué es lo que quieren ser, que recuerden sus sueños, que recuerden qué es lo que los trajo aquí y que recuerden de que escogieron la mejor escuela para estudiar y perseguir sus sueños.
Excellent. Okay, now what I'd like to do is introduce Cypher. She will tell you a little bit about their whole organization, what they're doing with us. Rhonda and Mekadan.
Hi everyone, good afternoon. This is such a pleasure to be here today. CYPHER stands for Conscious Youth Promoting Health and Environmental Readiness. And I'm here with Russell Bone-Vergara and Jeff McKenzie. I'm the attorney for CYPHER, and we are here to support you. We are here because of precisely what Dr. Limbaugh said. College is challenging, scary. It's probably going to generate anxiety and worry, but it can also be invigorating. And we are here to help support you throughout that entire process, to get you through that challenge so that you can come out a different person, a better person than who you are today. So CYPHER operates in environmental sustainability, and we build healthy communities. And we do that by working with 13 to 26-year-olds, and we help you innovate, We help you to become socially responsible thinkers, doers, leaders in your communities. And so today we're going to take a look at many different areas, especially on emotional intelligence. But before we launch into that, what we want to do is to welcome a special guest. Today, Jessica Veal is here from AGQ Labs, and I want to read his bio to you. And it's really great. Thank you, Jesse, for being here today. Jesse is the laboratory director of AGQ Labs USA, where he manages domestic and international laboratory functions in the United States, Mexico, and Costa Rica, as well as overseeing local applications development and implementation. AGQ Labs got its start in the agronomy sector in Spain over 20 years ago and has grown to be an internationally accredited leader in nutritional monitoring and food safety. Currently operating 7 labs across more than 20 countries worldwide. Jesse is a chemistry graduate of Pepperdine University, and his background includes analytical chemistry work in the environmental sector, conservation science, and food safety. As a California native, he strives to build lasting relationships with local industries to help clients make prudent decisions about how to manage their resources, as well as ensure compliance with maximum residue limits, MRLs, in markets of destination. Sounds very complex, and hopefully, when we do our educational excursion to AGQ Labs, you will find out exactly what this means, okay? And please help me welcome Jessica Veal.
Just real quick. ¿Cuántos de ustedes son hispanohablantes? Su primera lengua es español. Vale. Intentaré traducir mientras hablo. I was just asking who here was primary Spanish speaker, so I can keep that in mind, and I will try to pause to kind of translate. Can you let me know when I hit 20 minutes-ish? Yeah. When I was young, I had a little car. It was a little plastic thing like this, not too big, and inside had clear covering on the outside, and inside you could see where the wheels met the gears, and had like a little flint in it. So when you press the car on the floor, you could see the sparks go. I don't know if any of you guys ever had those toys. Cuando era niño tenía un juguete así, un pequeño carrito que era transparente y tenía ruedas dentro, podías ver donde las ruedas tocan todas las partes del coche, y cuando le dabas en el suelo daba como un fueguito adentro, ¿no? Era mi juguete favorito, my favorite toy. They were all the time. Kind of got it going really well. You could start it in the kitchen and it would go all the way into the living room, crash into something, you know? So my mom was really surprised one day when she came home. Mi mamá estaba muy sorprendida un día cuando llegó a casa, and she saw me in the kitchen floor with the car all over the place. Llegó y vio el coche por todos lados de la cocina. Las llantas allá, the wheels over here, the gears over there, the casing, lo que era transparente por otro lado. Y estaba incluso preocupada por mí. She was worried. She said, "What happened?" You know? And I looked up and I was just confused, and I could see kind of the sadness in her face. She said, "What happened to your toy? ¿Qué le pasó?" And I said, "Nothing. I just wanted to see how it worked." Nada, sí, yo simplemente quería ver cómo funcionaba adentro, ¿no? I've always wanted to know how things work, and I've always been interested in taking things apart. Siempre yo he tenido esa cosa que me gusta abrir cualquier cacharro, cualquier máquina para entender cómo funciona. In fact, one of the best memories that I have with my stepdad from when I was young. Una de las memorias favoritas que tengo de mi padrastro, cuando era niño, es en el 96, it was 96 I think. Computers were getting popular when I was a kid. First of all, in the neighborhood that I grew up in, you were lucky if the school had a computer, but if they did, they were these big floppy disks, like this big. You put them in, they held like a game that was like 5 bits, it was just nothing. Entonces no había muchos ordenadores, pero se estaban haciendo más populares. They were more popular, and we were starting to have to use them in school. Teníamos que usarlos para hacer nuestras tareas. We had to use them to do homework and this kind of thing. And so my parents were divorced when I was 5. So we went through a big custody battle. It was like 5 years of going to court and all that. Mis padres se divorciaron cuando yo tenía 5 años. Y hubo mucho que ir a corte, tenían que visitar la gente para grabar la casa. Entonces, en esa época era el novio de mi mamá, and that time he was my mom's boyfriend, and he came over one day and he said, I'm going to give you guys a computer. And I was so excited. Nos dijo que nos iba a regalar un ordenador. But my favorite memory was not that he decided to give it to us, it's that he said, okay, next weekend, I'm going to take you to the computer show. No es que nos dijo que me lo iba a regalar, es que la próxima semana me invitó para ir a donde se compran los ordenadores. So in the 90s, computers, you guys probably don't remember, but there wasn't Amazon.com. If you wanted to go buy a computer, one of the best places to get a good price was the big computer show, which is like a big tent or auditorium. You paid entrance, and you got wholesale prices. There was people that sold, the monitors, people that sold the motherboards, people that sold, all the different parts. En esa época se compraban ordenadores muchas veces por buen precio en eventos grandes de ordenadores donde se juntaba gente y vendían la pieza por dentro, el monitor, el disco duro, etc. Entonces fuimos y elegimos cada pieza. We went and we chose each part, and then we took it home. Lo llevamos a casa y me enseñó cómo montarlo, and he showed me how to put the computer together. And then we plugged it in, and it worked, funcionaba. Y yo estaba fascinado, I was fascinated with it. And so I started learning how to use it. When I discovered the internet, I was like blown away. I was like, I can have access to all this stuff. Y luego me caparon, ¿no? Me pusieron como una contraseña, they put passwords on stuff like that. And of course, being the guy who liked to take things apart, I figured out how to hack them, and I just bypassed all the passwords. But looking back on it, I had a lot of toys that I very much enjoyed. Several years later, I ended up working in chemistry. Ahora que trabajo en química y pensando en los juguetes que yo tenía cuando era niño, I asked my mom, I said, Mom, why didn't you ever buy me a chemistry set? I think I thought about that a lot when I was a kid. Like, I would have loved that. Y le dije, ¿por qué nunca me compraste un kit de estos de química? Porque yo creo que me hubiera gustado mucho. And she looked at me and she said, no, buy you a chemistry set. Because I don't want you to blow up the house. She said, I bought you Jungle Book to read, and the next day you were swinging from the trees. It's also too, I look back and I think about it. I grew up in a small little town here called Pacoima in North Hollywood. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Black guys, right? So, no, there you go. So when I was a kid, my friends were Pacas 13, Violin Boys, like all these people. They got shut up, they went to jail, this kind of thing. But basically, when I was a kid, there wasn't chemistry sets. It's not just that my mom didn't want to give me one, it's probably because she didn't have access to it. Lo más probable es que también no era normal en esa época, a lo mejor darle un kit de química a un niño. I think the closest thing I got to chemistry was buying smoke bombs from the ice cream man, throwing them into the quinceañera, or grabbing your sister's hairspray and a flame and making a flamethrower. Yo creo que mis primeros ejemplos de química eran travesuras de la calle, hacer así, prender cosas en fuego, etc. And later on, the closest thing to chemistry that I knew were drugs, and to engineering, how to figure out to make a pipe out of an apple. It was really kind of a neighborhood that was a very distinct community. Era el barrio de Pacoima y de North Hollywood, una comunidad muy distinta, a varias otras. Una comunidad donde el día a día a veces realmente corre peligro, donde tú tienes que preocuparte por tus niños. It's a place where you really have to worry about the well-being of your kids. So when I went to my mom later, many years down the line, I went to high school somewhere else. When I came to my mom and I told her, hey, my chemistry teacher just invited me somewhere. I don't know if it's cool or not. Cuando llegué a mi mamá y le pregunté, oye, mi profe de química, profesor de química, que ya era en otro instituto que estaba lejos, ya me metieron en otra escuela, y le dije, oye, mi profesor de química me ha invitado a un programa, no lo conozco muy bien, pero puede ser de interés. It was that he was a retired PhD professor, a retired PhD chemist that just decided that he wanted to get back to the community, and he worked at a high school teaching chemistry. And his brother was also a PhD chemist, get that one, who taught at Pepperdine University. Su hermano era un químico también, doctorado, que era profesor en la universidad, que todavía es profesor en la universidad aquí en Pepperdine. Y lo que me ofreció es ir a ayudar a su hermano y trabajar con él en el laboratorio por el verano. So what he offered me was to go to visit his brother at the university and work in the lab, just to take in the lab whatever he needed. So when I told my mom, hey mom, there's this thing, it's a chemistry lab at the university, I have to leave for the summer, and it's not that far, she said, ya ves, mijo, don't blow up the house, blow up the university. So I went and I worked while I was in high school at the university, and I worked my butt off. I worked really hard, fui y trabajé con muchas ganas y le eché todo lo que yo quería, lo que yo podía. And the university professor, his name was Dr. Green, Dave Green, at the end of all of that, he kind of set me aside and he said, Jesse, do you like this? And I said, yeah, this is really fun. He said, are you interested in it? And I said, yeah, this is really cool. Me sentó el profesor y me dijo, oye, ¿te gusta esto? Le dije, sí, claro. Le dije, ¿te interesa? Le dije, sí, claro. And he told me, are you interested in coming to study here at Pepperdine? Y me dijo, ¿estás interesado en venir a Pepperdine a estudiar? Y yo le dije, nah, I don't fit in here. ¿Sabes? Yo dije, no, es que aquí no me cuadra. And he said, what? What are you talking about? And I said, this is for rich privileged kids, to be honest with you. Y yo dije, esto es para la gente rica y privilegiada, la verdad. Aquí soy el único mexicano, creo que hay 3 en todo el campus. I was like one of the 3 Mexicans on campus. And then at that moment when someone gives you a face, you realize you said something that maybe you didn't think about saying it before you said it. It occurred to me, and I said, really, I explained that it's not that I don't want to be here, it's that my family doesn't have any money. My parents don't have the time. I have to pay for college myself, and I know it costs like $50,000 or more to go here a year. Yo le dije, lo pensé porque había visto su cara, que entendí que yo había dicho algo que a lo mejor no lo había pensado antes de decirlo y le expliqué. Le dije, la verdad no es tanto porque no puedo estar aquí, si no quisiera totalmente, pero es que mi familia no tiene nada de dinero. Mis padres no van a pagar mis estudios, yo los tengo que pagar y no puedo pagar $50,000 al año. Es muchísimo dinero, es más de lo que gana mi mamá. And so he looked at me and he said, Jesse, if I can find a way for you to be here, would you come study chemistry? Y me dijo, si yo puedo encontrar la manera que tú vinieses a estudiar aquí química, ¿vendrías? And I said, yeah, definitely, I'll go. Y le dije que sí. Ustedes están aquí today, you're here today because you have an opportunity. That's partly because some of you have worked hard. All of us that work hard, I think, merit some opportunities. Partly because some of you have parents that have worked very, very hard to give you this opportunity. Algunos de ustedes están, hoy ustedes tienen una oportunidad Y parte de eso es que lo merecen, es decir, la gente que trabaja fuerte, yo creo que merecen algunas oportunidades, pero parte de eso es también que sus padres han trabajado muchísimo para darles esta oportunidad. And sometimes, like for me, it's all the cases, donde tú has trabajado, tus padres trabajaron mucho para darte la oportunidad, you've worked, your parents have worked to give you this opportunity, but also someone has reached out and offered a hand. Pero alguien más también ha dado la vuelta y ha dicho, come with me, ven conmigo. Y estás aquí, today you're making that content to come with. As you look at that opportunity, mientras lo ves, trust me, from experience, you need to own that opportunity. Créeme, de experiencia, necesitas ser dueño de esa oportunidad. Tiene que ser tuya. People can open doors for us, but we're the only ones that can walk through. Mucha gente puede abrir puertas para nosotros, pero somos nosotros quienes tenemos que caminar adentro, que entrar. So the first thing I want to tell you guys today is own it. You guys are here today, it's yours, own it. And the second thing I want to tell you is it's normal. It is. Lo primero es ser dueño de la oportunidad y lo segundo que quiere decir es normal. Me explico, I'll explain. There were times when I was studying where I thought, I'm not going to get through this class. Where I had to work full time. I've worked full time since I was 17 or 18. I started working 16 or even younger. Yo he tenido veces en mi carrera académica donde yo he pensado que no voy a llegar. Y yo he trabajado mucho desde que tenía 16 o cuando era menor, pero trabajado tiempo completo he trabajado desde que tenía 17, 18 años. I worked full time when I was a senior in high school, and I worked full time when I was going to college. Y trabajé tiempo completo cuando estaba estudiando. Y había semestres donde yo trabajaba de las 11 de la noche hasta las 7, 8 de la mañana y luego corría para llegar a clase. There was days that I worked graveyard shift from 11 p.m. to 7 or 8 in the morning. I had to run to get to class 15 minutes late to my math class, to calc. It was horrible. And there was times that I thought, I'm frustrated. I don't know if I'm going to make it. I don't know if I can push through. Hubo veces que yo pensé, no voy a llegar, estoy frustrado, no sé si esto realmente es para mí. Te digo, I'm telling you, it's normal. Everybody feels like that. You will feel like that at some point in time. If you don't feel like that, it's not something's wrong. You're not being challenged enough if you don't feel like that. Si no lo sientes, algo está mal. No te está realmente empujando mucho. Everybody feels it to a different degree. And when you get to the point, just like he was saying, to remember what you really want to be, when you get to the point where you say, I don't have so clear what I want to be. Cuando llegas al punto también para decir, no tengo tan claro necesariamente qué es lo que quiero hacer con mi vida. It's normal, es normal, no te preocupes, don't worry. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life either. Yo no sabía qué quería hacer con mi vida tampoco. Y yo estudié química porque más o menos me llegó. I studied chemistry because it fell into my lap. Pero yo también hice la doble carrera. I double majored. I majored in Spanish literature because I thought maybe I want to teach, maybe I want to do something totally different that has nothing to do with the sciences. Yo también hice doble carrera en literatura de España. Y yo fui a España a estudiar. I actually got to go to Spain to study. Now I work for a Spanish company. And I didn't. I thought I was going to go to law school, right? So I thought maybe that's interesting. I did a program in alternative dispute resolution at the law school. So yo pensé que a lo mejor también quería estudiar Derecho y hice un programa de certificado en resolución de conflictos en la Escuela de Derecho allí. I had no idea what I wanted to do, but I knew because I had mentors that no sabía nada de lo que quería hacer, pero sabía porque tenía gente en mi vida importante que me explicó, and that they told me, hey, the people with most success are people that like what they do. La gente que tiene más éxito son gente que le gusta lo que hacen. As an aside, when I look at what it is that I want to do, what it is that I want to do with my life, and And when I talk to young people, when they're trying to figure it out as well, cuando yo pienso en lo que quiero hacer con mi vida y cuando hablo con jóvenes, cuando están en la época de pensarlo, I always say that for me, there's four things to look at. So I had no idea what I wanted to do, but I did keep these things in mind because I think they're a good framework for asking yourself that question. And it's really important too to reevaluate every 3 to 5 years. Te voy a decir las 4 cosas que para mí eran importantes para decidir qué es lo que quería hacer, pero también te digo, se tiene que reevaluar cada 3 a 5 años o más. Tienes que pensar, estoy haciendo lo que quiero hacer algo diferente, quiero cambiar, quiero crecer. You have to keep growing. The first thing, am I good at it? Lo primero, esto me pega, soy bueno haciendo esto, es decir, me viene fácil. A lo mejor no es fácil, pero me viene bien. Do I like it? Me gusta. There's things that I like very much, but I'm not very good at. Hay cosas que me gustan mucho, pero realmente no me pegan. I love to play guitar, but I'm a very horrible guitar player. Me encanta tocar guitarra, pero soy muy malo tocando guitarra. Those 2 things are probably equally as important. Esas 2 cosas pueden ser casi igual de importantes. Is it something, is this career, is this job, is whatever, something that can sustain my lifestyle? ¿Es algo que puede realmente sostener el tipo de vida que quiero tener? And that could be for some people having a Ferrari and riding helicopters, and for other people it's having a family. Eso puede ser para alguna gente tener un coche de lujo, tener una casa súper grande, para otra gente puede ser, esto puede sostener mi familia, porque lo que quiero es una familia. Y lo último, la cuarta cosa, the fourth thing that I always think about is la última cosa que siempre pienso es algo que realmente me da la oportunidad de regresar algo de lo que tengo a la comunidad. That could be to the community, a la comunidad. That could be to specific individuals, alguna gente en particular. That could be to the world, al mundo, to the environment, al medio ambiente. To give back, regresar algo de alguna manera. You know, and that hasn't always meant that that's what my work is. No ha siempre sido esto es lo que tengo en el trabajo. Sometimes my work or whatever I'm doing has simply just given me more time. Algunas veces he tenido trabajos donde a lo mejor el trabajo en sí no me permite dar algo a la comunidad, pero me permite el tiempo para ir a hacer otras cosas. I've been to Katrina to volunteer after, to New Orleans to volunteer after Hurricane Katrina. I've been to Honduras and Catacamas to build latrines. I've been to Chile with the church to just go to help out and volunteer down there. But the important thing, this fourth thing, is, am I good at it? Do I like it? Will it sustain my lifestyle? Can I give back? Is really important, especially for you guys that are here in this room. Esta cuarta cosa, si me gusta, si me pega, si puede sostener mi estilo de vida, pero si puedo regresar algo a la comunidad, es muy importante y más para ustedes que están en este cuarto. Because somebody has reached out and you guys are here taking that and saying, hey, you know what? Yes. The idea is lift as you climb. Somebody else has already climbed and they're reaching down to help lift. And it's important for you, es importante que ustedes también learn that that's a core value that we all need to inculcate in our community, is that as we climb, we need to lift. Now, getting back to kind of what's interesting, and I was telling you a little bit about my Spanish studies and my job. Regresando a lo que estuvimos hablando, yo ahora trabajo en una empresa española. I work for a Spanish company now. Now, of the 3 things I studied, which were chemistry, Spanish literature, and dispute resolution, I use them now in my everyday life, in my career. I never thought how these 3 things would come together. Yo nunca pensé que estas 3 cosas podían ser parte del mismo trabajo, y ahora los hago en mi día a día, in my everyday life. I have to speak and write in Spanish. Tengo que hablar y escribir en español todos los días. I have to do chemistry and do science. Tengo que trabajar con la química todos los días y la ciencia. Y siendo gerente and being a manager, I have to deal with conflict resolution almost daily. Y siendo gerente tengo que ayudar a resolver conflictos casi siempre, aunque sean pequeños o grandes. There are many, many paths. Hay muchas diferentes maneras de llegar al sitio que van a llegar, a su potencial. But the important thing, while you're here studying, and as you're taking your classes, lo importante mientras están aquí y tomando sus clases, is to always look for the transferable skills. Mirar para cuáles son las habilidades que estás aprendiendo que se pueden transferir. Because today's job market, and I know this as someone who hires, today's job market is a job market of brand new. Hoy, para realmente estar moviéndote en encontrar trabajo, etc., estamos en una situación donde tú tienes que entender la mercadotecnia, el marketing de tú mismo. You have to understand the branding of you. And the way you do that is to look at the transferable skills. When you take GChem, cuando tomas química general, don't think of it as I'm learning to do a lab. Maybe that hard skill of, sí, que a lo mejor aprendes la química, but I learned to think about how to solve problems, and I learned how to write reports. Pero realmente lo transferible es, aprendí a mirar un problema y encontrar la solución, y aprendí a escribir informes. When you take OChem, cuando toman química orgánica, don't look at it as just another thing that you have to check off on the loop for you to jump through and get your little piece of paper to graduate so you can get a job. No lo mismo como simplemente una cosa más para darle el jaque a la caja, para cumplirlo, para poder tener tu certificado o para transferir a la universidad para tener un trabajo. No. Don't look at it that way. Look at OChem and say, I have to do so much memorization in this class. Guess what? That's a transferable skill. Sometimes you have to memorize a whole bunch of stuff. And that could be in any part of life, not just that OChem class. No lo mires y piensas, tengo que memorizar todo esto, que pereza, etc. No. Tienes que pensar, esa es una habilidad transferible, poder memorizar cosas. Eso lo puedo utilizar también en otros lugares de mi vida. So now that you're here today, kind of grabbing onto the arm and saying, hey, I'm part of this program, I'm being pulled in, it's the inertia, I have this opportunity, own it. And know that it's normal. Ser dueño de la oportunidad y saber que es normal. Y además, normal. Ustedes están en un mejor sitio que a lo mejor muchos piensan. Maybe you're in even normal, I put quotation marks, because you're probably even in fact, I know you're in a better position than you think you are. Half of the UC grads right now are people that come from community colleges. La mitad de la gente que se está graduando de la Universidad de California, the UC system, son gente que vienen de este tipo de institución, the community college system. Why? Because they're better prepared, and because they're really leading the future. If you come here today and you do this, you come to this institution with direction, with a path, and with an interest. Si vienes aquí a participar en esta institución con dirección, con un camino, con interés, you're actually making a really, really smart financial decision. Estás haciendo realmente una decisión muy, muy lista en cuanto a finanzas. If you transfer to a Cal State, you'll be saving probably between $40,000 and $45,000 overall. Si transfieres a una Cal State, estarás ahorrando como $45,000 total. Si transfieres a un UC, if you transfer to a UC, estarás ahorrando, you'll be saving $60,000 or more overall, como $60,000 o más. Es decir, es una decisión que ustedes están tomando que es muy lista. It's a very intelligent decision that you guys are taking. And why is that? Because at institutions like this, ¿por qué es? Porque en instituciones como esta, you guys are getting, in my opinion, for your first 2 years of college, a better education by default. Porque en mi opinión están recibiendo realmente una mejor educación en estos primeros 2 años, in all your general ed requirements, en todos los básicos. ¿Por qué? Porque los profesores que están aquí para ser profesores, para dar enseñanzas, because the teachers who are here to teach. When you go to a big university, they're there to do research, and it's probably their TA that's teaching the class. Cuando tú vas a una universidad súper grande, aunque sea de nombre, La verdad es que cuando tú empiezas con tus clases básicas, with the basic classes, esa gente está ahí para hacer investigación, research. Y no están realmente tan presentes. They're not so present as in the community college. And I know this because I've taken classes at community college. So, besides the fact that it's a great financial decision, it's also easier now than ever to transfer. There are programs that guarantee you transferring into university if that's what you want. Más allá de que sea una buena decisión en cuanto a finanzas, realmente es súper fácil si tú quieres lograr transferir a una universidad, Cal State System, ¿no? So, own it, ser dueño de ello, normal, it's normal, don't worry so much, you'll get through it, you'll get past it, and make a plan, hacer un plan, meet with a counselor, and take advantage of the resources, aprovechar de todo lo que, las herramientas que están ahí y los recursos. It's really important for you guys, because this is normal, it happens in all programs, that people start something excited, and then they kind of go off and do their thing. Es normal y muy típico que la gente empieza algo con ganas y luego como que ya todo el mundo por su camino. It's really important you guys stay in touch and reach out for those resources. Take advantage of them. Es importante que miren esos recursos y realmente aprovechen de ellos. Because Oxnard College, esta institución, has this program today for you. Cypher is here for each and every one of you. There's like 15 of us here, right? And for the families. And they're here not just because they believe in you. Este evento está aquí para ustedes. Específicamente ustedes, nadie más. Y lo han hecho no solo porque creen en ustedes, but also because they know that it's proven that people like you that are then transferring to universities and graduating are the people that are making a difference. Porque saben, y lo vemos en los datos, que la gente como ustedes, que están en instituciones como esta, y luego pasan a la universidad y gradúan, que ellos son los que realmente están haciendo cambios en el mundo. So, own it, it's normal, don't stress out. Ser dueño, es normal, no te preocupes. And dream big, soñar grande, have fun, divertirte, good luck, buena suerte. And when you get somewhere, always remember to give back. Y cuando llegues a lograr cualquier cosa que vas a lograr en tu vida, recuerda que hay que echar la mano a los que están atrás. Good luck, you guys.
And you know what, now you're part of our family. And just to remind you that you're part of our family, we got you in Oxnard College. Oxnard College, and when you drink your coffee in the morning, with mud. And when you write all your reports. Thank you so very much. You all will be going to his place of work, his operation, his lab on Wednesday morning. And you'll get to see firsthand what it is that he does for our community.
Cool. Come visit my
Thank you so very much.
The next 4 days for us. So thank you for doing that. I was taking notes. So some of my favorites were take a chance, figure out what you really enjoy and go out there and do it. It's not just what you know, it's who you know. And when a door is open, it's up to you to walk through it and to own it. So I love that about his talk. The next thing I want to do is to introduce a very special guest, Mr. Dennis Orpeña, the CEO of EGP Labs.
Well, I haven't prepared anything today. I just came to listen to Jesse, our lab director, but well, I'm the general manager of AGQ. We are a company from Spain. We were created 20 years ago in Spain, in the south of Spain. We came to Oxnard 4 years ago. And well, we want to be involved in the community, we want to help people, and that's why Jesse, representing AGQ, is here. It's very involved in Cypher and STEM program. And well, I don't have personally any funny experience in chemistry, as Jesse explained, because I've been working as a finance manager all my life. I was the former finance manager of AGQ. But I have to say that it's something really nice working with people like Jesse. I think I have the best lab director that I can have. And if I can give you just 2 advice for your life and your experience, it's always follow your dreams and always be a good person. I think that with those 2 mix, you can reach whatever you want. So following your dreams and always be a good person, and don't forget where you came from and why you reached that target. So that's it. And I mean, you are more than welcome to come to AGQ, to the lab, and our doors are always open. And that's it. I'm sorry for my English. I'm from Spain and it's not my first language. So you're more than welcome to AGQ.
Thank you.
Helped bring this program together, brought all of us here today. I want to start with April Montez from CSUCI. She's a part of and you want to introduce the rest of the team?
Okay, yeah. My name is April Montes. Me llamo April Montes, soy la manejadora del programa de Proyecto Ascensión. Y con la ayuda de Alejandra, atrás. También tenemos nuestros estudiantes asistentes, Gaby y Jancy. Otro estudiante se llama Ariel, está ya con los niños más chiquitos. Y ellos nos ayudaron con hablarle a todos los estudiantes que están aquí. Hablamos, mandamos mensajes electrónicos para que todos los estudiantes pudieran estar aquí este día. Yo y Alex tenemos experiencias con programas de estudiantes para el colegio comunitario y estamos muy orgullosos de que ustedes pudieron venir y estar parte de este programa. We're really excited to put this program together. Me and Alex, we really work really hard with Cypher and Cynthia, and we have our student mentors and one of our student assistants over there. Really worked hard on recruiting and reaching out to students, and they can tell you that we've probably emailed them 100 times, phone calls, left messages to mom and dad to really get them, encourage them to actually be part of the program, because we know how critical it is to be part of programs and how these can actually really help them with identifying who they are, their career goals. So we really want to just be the lending help between the community college and the CSU system, or whatever college system you want. We are helping you to go to whatever college you want, as long as you're able to pursue your dreams. So yeah, Alex, do you want to say any words?
No, again, just reiterating what everyone said, thank you so much for coming. We are big believers of STEM, especially for helping the underrepresented communities. I, like Jesse, I'm from the San Fernando Valley, and so I know how tough it can be kind of overcoming barriers when people around you may not be following those they may be following the bad footsteps. But thank you so much for being here. It really means a lot to us, and it's just going to continue to grow with your success academically and professionally, so thank you.
And I want to go back to acknowledging Dr. Cynthia Herrera for putting this program together, for leading projects. Now I want to bring up the students, because there is a t-shirt and a folder with your name on it, or a binder with your name on it. So I first want to call Andres Medrano up here, and please introduce who came with you today, the important people.
This is my dad, Luis Medrano, and my mom, Ana Cristina Medrano.
And then Alicia Marcel. Gonzalez up here. And I know that you're going to introduce your family, but I also wanted to introduce Judith Gonzalez, who just came back from Washington, D.C. from the Smithsonian experience last week. And I wonder if you could tell us a few more words about that later, if you both would.
Well, yeah, that's your sister Judith, and she keeps supporting me.
And tell us about your experience.
Yeah. Up there. Well, I wasn't part of the STEM program, but I did come here for 2 years, and I heard about an opportunity to go to the Smithsonian, which is in Washington, D.C., it's a museum, and they have, it's actually a program with like 19 museums and 1 zoo and like other stuff, but it's like a huge thing. And I was like, okay, sure, I'll do it. And I had to be a STEM major, so I'm a biomedical engineer, and it was fun to go over there. They paid for everything, so I didn't have to worry about anything at all. And we met the director of the museum, we met all these professionals, and it was overall just to network with them and work in a lab. We were looking at frogs, and they had a Kitchener disease, and we had to pretty much just figure out if they had it in the pond, and they didn't. And overall, it was a great experience, and I enjoyed it so much. So overall, from this, even though I was in the STEM center, I wasn't a STEM major, and from this you can take any opportunity. That was like the only one I took, but there's so many that you can do, and it's just amazing.
Thank you.
And Melanie Castellanos.
I brought my mother, Karina, and my little sister, Mia.
And Gustavo Martinez.
I brought my dad, Urbano Martinez.
Jose Alfaro.
I brought my mom, Sully.
Thank you for coming in early. Vanessa Bisbee. Oh. Melody Lopez.
I brought my dad.
Omar Castellada. That's your mom's name. Luz. And Micah.
I come here by myself.
Sandy.
I brought my little brothers, Henry and Nick.
Crystal Lopez. What's your mom's name? Veronica. And Imani Roberts. Last but not least.
I brought my father, Calvin Roberts.
And we have a few more folks in our first year experience, but I hope you've taken the time to get to know some of the folks' names. Now what we're going to do is to move over to the other room because we're going to start the workshops. And what we're asking folks to do is to have the students to sit towards the front and for our guests and family members to take the last half of the room there. Okay, so we'll see you there. Quick body break.